This HAN Network video is brought to you by Portofino Restaurant and Wine Bar.
On the campus of Wilton High School, this is the HAN Network's 2017 Fall Sports Tour. I'm Frank Renito, sitting alongside the Warriors football captains for the upcoming season. They are Jack DiNanno and Harvey Alexander. Boys, thank you for taking time out of camp to come and talk with us this morning. Jack, let me start with you. Being named a captain heading to your senior season, what did that mean to you and Harvey?
It's just it's such an honor just to represent my team, just because, I mean, we have a great group of guys, and knowing that they're behind me and I'm behind them is just a great feeling. And I feel that this season it's really gonna be great, and I'm so happy that I have Harvey leading with me, and I'm just so honored.
Well, Harvey, before we get into this season, let's take a second here, look back on last year. It was a very good year for the Warriors. You guys just missed out narrowly on the state playoffs. What was that experience like now, and how do the Warriors build off that heading into 2017?
Well, last year was a great time to grow and take a step forward as a program. But like we were talking about earlier, that was last year. And now we got to move forward. We've got a lot of new players stepping into big-time roles. So we got to make sure we keep our eyes on the horizon and keep moving forward.
And as you get into this year, really there is no off season for a sport like football. Let's talk a little bit about this summer. What were the Warriors do training-wise to make sure that you came into camp without missing a beat?
Well, every week we had 3 liftings and runnings that we tried to get everyone to go to. If you were on vacation, you're excused. But we had good attendance all summer, and then we came into camp, and coach is running us hard, and it paid off. The work in the summer, the work in the winter paid off, and we're feeling good.
Jack, let's talk a little bit about camp. You guys are about a week and a half in now. Go back to that first day, being back on the field in pads with your teammates. What does that feel like?
It's a great feeling just to be out there with the team. Obviously, there's conditioning, so that kind of stinks, but you need to do it just because, you got to be in condition for those fourth quarter games where you're down, it's tied. You got to be ready to go. And without conditioning, you really can't go anywhere.
You guys just had your jamboree here this past weekend. You had about 6 teams total here together, including a couple of FCIAC schools. What did you learn about the Warriors on that jamboree day as you guys went through a couple of scrimmages?
Well, I thought there was a lot of learning points throughout that whole jamboree, and I thought we really played well offensively and defensively, but, there's always improvements. The next day we went through film, picked at stuff, and it's just a learning curve, and I think that's what's best about, football and all the sports is that you can get better at everything.
Harvey, you guys are about 10 days away now from opening up when you guys will take on Brian McMahon in week 1. In the next 10 days, what do the Warriors need to do to make sure they're ready for that opening game?
Coaches place an emphasis on the last 18 minutes because last year against Ward, it was hot. Must have been 90 degrees and humid, and we took it to overtime, and we feel that we were able to prevail because of how good of a shape we were in. So we got to get ready, got to be able to fight in the fourth quarter, and all those sprints we're all yelling out fourth quarter, last 18 minutes, because we know that if we aren't conditioned, then we're going to fall apart, and we can't let that happen.
You guys mentioned Fairfield Ward. You were a popular pick amongst the Ward captains for the game they're most excited for this year. They want a little revenge for that loss last year. How about the Warriors, though? Is there a game on the calendar right now that really jumps out at you guys you can't wait for?
We can't wait for that McMahon game. We can't wait to get out there, start playing, and get going. The first game sets the tone for the season. Last year, if our things didn't go our way, you don't know what would have happened afterwards. So we're looking forward to that first game. We got to execute. We got to be conditioned and ready to go.
Jack, you like that answer?
I really do like that answer just because it's one game at a time. You can't go forward into games that you haven't really been preparing for. You got to go one game at a time, and I really think Harvey had a good answer with the McMahon. I just can't wait to get out there with the team.
Well, boys, we want to wish you the best of luck this season. Enjoy those next 10 days of camp. I know it's tough right now, but you're going to miss it come the end of this year, trust me. Yeah. Guys, have a lot of fun out there this season. Can't wait to see you and the Warriors out there on the gridiron.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
Alongside the captains of the football team at Wilton High School, this is the HAN Network's 2017 Fall Sports Tour. Stay tuned as we roll on through the rest of the conference.